Gopinath sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Gopinath sir, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear.
Yes,
Shall I?
sir, I have made you co-host, so
Okay.
you can start your class, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon to all. So today, this session going to be an interesting chapter, grievances. So everyone we have lot of grievances. Similarly, what is grievance? Especially in a teaching field, a teacher will face a lot of problems between students. Students cheating, students taking books, students taking pen. So like that, small issues even start from LKG, UKG onwards up to college level also. Not only that, students among students fighting. So small issues, all type of problems may come to this, will create among the students. Ultimately, the end solution, teacher has to solve all type of problems. Teacher's duty not only taking class, teacher should take care the students. So such type, the grievances will be very useful for teachers, especially beginner teachers. This chapter will be very useful for you. First of all, what is grievance? One, giving complaint on others. That everyone knows. So what is the definition? Grievance. A grievance is a formal complaint that is raised by an individual towards others within the workplace. So it is a formal complaint. Inside the workplace, any among the workers in industry means workers, and in classroom students giving a formal complaint to the teacher that is raised by an individual to others. That complaint is called as grievance. This grievance may be real case or imaginary case in the form of written or oral. See, uh, one problem student facing, this problem may be the students itself assuming and thinking some problem the student is going to face, or some based on the rumors student thinking I am going to face problem, or I faced problem because of this boy. So that's only they are telling in this second line. Grievance may be real or imaginary. This grievance complaint may be in the written letter or even oral communication also to the teacher. However, grievance find expression in some form of other. So the teacher going to give the solution. This solution should be not hurt to others. So maybe small issues, maybe silly matters, silly things. Because of this small issue, teacher should not give more punishment, or teacher should not give more harassment to the fellow trainees, fellow students. So teacher should be very, very careful in solving the grievances. Causes of grievance. Okay, grievance, where it will come, how this complaint will come. This grievance may be due to unsatisfactory performance evaluations. First of all, when uh, even teacher itself, teacher while doing evaluation, practical jobs or theoretical theory papers, when doing evaluation, if student find teacher not done evaluation properly, definitely student will ask question with the teacher. Ma'am, why I got very low mark? Sir, why I got low mark? What is the reason? My friend getting full mark, I am getting less mark. What is the reason? Definitely student may ask. So the problem starts with unsatisfactory performance evaluation or work procedure. When allocation of works, I got very tough job. My friend getting easy job. So during the work procedures, or I need this machine. This machine works good, but the teacher is allocating for me other machine. So definitely I will give complaint. My teacher not helping me. My teacher always giving good mission for my friends only. So definitely student will give complaint on teacher itself, or in between the work procedures, students may fight among the procedures. Definitely complaints will come. And workload, wherever workload you are giving in classroom or workshops, wherever the workload should be evenly distribute. There should be uniformity for all students because all students are common. There is no injustification should be there towards allocation of works. If workload distribution is more or less, definitely grievance will come. Definitely teacher should give answer to the students. And inadequate safety and health services. Definitely if there is no safety and if any health issues going to cause, definitely complaint will be raised. And last point, grievance will come against some students. Definitely in a class, one or two often creating problem. So definitely more complaints may come on the particular student. So the problems may come in these 5 areas only. In evaluation area, work procedure, workload, inadequate safety, or complaint on particular students. So in these areas only problems may come, complaints may come. There are 4 types of grievances are there. Basically, individual grievance, collective common grievance, or policy grievances, or any union issues, union grievances. So any type of grievances will come in these 4 areas, 4 types only. So detailing we will see one by one. Next, forms of grievances. So these grievances and all, how it form, either in these three areas only: factual grievance, imaginary grievance, disguised grievance. Among these three forms only, complaints may come. See, this chapter is, I already said, this will be very, very useful for new teachers, because their new teachers, they will think teaching a teacher means only teaching only. The very first day, the teacher can face a student's problem, may come. If such situation, such cases, teacher should take a good decision and also show his good ability among the students. So for that reasons, the teacher should know all these grievances. What are the grievances, types of grievances? Now come to topic, form of grievance. First grievance, factual grievance. This grievance based on fact. Fact means exact situation. Everywhere we cannot expect everything in right way. Definitely the existing method or existing rules, existing procedure may create problem for others, that as a teacher, as a management, I may not notice. As a student side, definitely they will raise the issue. That's what, based on fact. They arise, this type of grievance arise from non-fulfillment of service conditions and faulty procedures or even rules. So any service conditions non-fulfillment, inability or incapability, or some procedures are there, that procedure is not correct, it is a fault procedure, or even some rules are very strict, that is not suitable for this situation. This rules is very much uh, very arrogant. These rules is highly strict. So such type of conditions and all will come as a factual grievances. And then second form is imaginary. Based on the expectations of an individual, the grievance may differ based on the imaginary. That's what expectations. So all student will expect in a high level, but the existing situation may be in particular conditions. Example, very simple condition. I am expecting I want to join one college. I am expecting all type of luxury type of expectation in classroom, in workshops, or canteen or hostel, wherever I want to go. I want all luxury type. So we are going for learning purpose, but some students, they will expect the luxurious life. They want to enjoy their life. They want to enjoy the college life. So such student, definitely once they joining the college, they will create a lot of problems. I expected this way, but college setup is like this. I am not happy. They will give complaint. I expected a high type of high, in a hostel, luxurious life, but I expected I'm facing problem in this hostel. This hostel is not good for me. So like that, small cases, all are imaginary. You are thinking in one level, but the present situation is at a original position. So this imaginary will create a lot of complaints. That's what the expectations. You are having more expectations, then you are not satisfied with the present situation, then you are giving a lot of complaint letters among college or among teachers. And they arise from ambiguities. Because of these ambiguities, it will improve or it will increase or decrease the service conditions. Ambiguities. So, lot of uh, unexpectations. So, one thing you are expecting and you are not facing that situation, then immediately you are suddenly raising, you are getting fed up. So, this situation is called ambiguities. Third form is disguised grievance. See, in some cases, in example, in personal life, suppose I am facing problem in house, same tension I am going to workplace. In workplace, I am facing small problem, then I am behaving like a extra or overacting. Small things also I am behaving very roughly. Why means because of my family problem. So that type of grievance only, disguised grievance. When an individual may have dissatisfaction not directly to organization, but due to family problem or any depression situation, he is behaving negative towards organization, not directly to organization. See, everything in a good position only, good situation only. But because of my personal problem, I am creating problem. Suppose some students, they want to leave. Purposefully, they are doing strike. The fact is, they want to enjoy. They want to skip the class. To skip the class, they purposefully creating some unnecessary issues, and finally, they are enjoying. But this is not a teacher's problem, not a rules problem, but the problem is coming in some other way. So this type of problem is a disguised grievance. Then reasons for grievance. First causes, then forms, now reasons. All the reasons will be caused by human aspects only. Everyone, all are pointing towards others. So all the reasons will come human aspects only. First of all, work environment. If there is no light, we are fighting. There is no space, we are fighting. If excessive heat, I want AC, I am fighting. So all work environment towards human aspects only. Human aspects are my personal satisfaction. Use of equipments, I want good tools. If even a small problem having in my tool, I want to change my tool. I am not satisfying about my tool. Then I am getting other tool. Then I am satisfied. No. First tool itself best. So I am convincing. So whatever we are having, we are not satisfying. Keep on. We want next. We are searching for others. Supervisory practices. Already I told some work procedures, workload. Because of the supervisory attitudes, the human beings are not satisfied. Inadequate safety, personality clashes, teachers' behavior. These all the reasons are factors which creates problems. So as a teacher, we want to focus on these areas. So like work environment, equipment side, supervisory activities, and safety side also, personality wise. Students also having the prestige issues. We should not insult the students in front of girls. We should not in front of class, in front of all students, we should not insult one student. It will affect his personality, its image. And because of the teacher's behavior, students not behave properly. Maybe a good teacher, but because of a teacher's behavior, it's ending in a negative way. So these are all the reasons for grievances. And as a teacher, if you receive any grievances, first of all, you don't panic, don't get tension, hold your temper, take charge, first accept what the student is telling, first you listen, consider the possibility for, or consider the possibility to settle the situation or early settlement. Try to solve the issue as early as possible. Suppose student some complaint giving on other student, or student giving complaint on tools and equipments, at least you see the tools, at least you ask the situation, what problem you are facing, what is the exact situation. Okay, tomorrow I will change the tool. Okay, I will rectify this. Okay, you adjust this. Like this, teacher should give his possibilities. Teacher not even asking the situation, not even considering his complaint, then student will get fed up. And teacher student relationship will spoil. So teacher, first of all, any complaint, that's what I told, any even silly matter, silly small things also, students may complain. So don't panic, hold your temper, control yourself, and settle the situation. Then next, how to solve, how to handle the grievances. Basically, any type of situation, even your personal life also, all this who, what, when, where, why. You are investigating these areas, definitely the solution will be found. Same way in workplace, any problem happen, as a supervisor, as a teacher, as a leader, you should solve the situation, means you should start the investigation in these areas, then only you can identify the exact problem. But note, one of the superiors most important job is, suppose you are the in charge to, you are the responsible to close the problem. The problem is you should handle and settle the grievance as early as possible. Previously I told, but that settlement should be fairness, it should be procedure and prompt, be prompt. Sometimes those who giving complaint itself purposefully may give. It's not mean that once a complaint giving means he should have some good judgment. He should not. He should have good solution. Maybe unwanted things he may give complaint. So that's what, as a grievance officer, you should be fair. Fairness means problem should be solved politely, and you follow the procedure steps and be prompt. Now, how to investigate? First, who is involved in this problem? First of all, suppose a problem happened in college area or classroom. First, name which section, what is the roll number, everything you note down. Second thing is, when did it happen? When did this complaint has been given? The complaint date, which date and time? You please note down. Day of week, which week, the exact time, which creates grievance, so that the teacher can get a exact picture where did the problem happen. Sometimes the particular time student may be in some other class. Purposefully one boy giving complaint on others. So if you are carefully watching all this date, time, week, class, everything, then the student will, the teacher can get a good solution. And the third one, where did the grievance occurred? Exact location, in which location, the suppose you are fighting, the student telling that one boy bet me in veranda, this boy bet me in front of his room. So like that, exact location where this happened, section name, or which in front of in the which machine you faced a problem, or as others outside. Then why this grievance raised? What reason he is mentioning? What has been violated? The past practices, rules, or personal rights, or caused a grievance. So first you identified what, when, where, everything okay. Now you are investigating the reason. Then what is no, the complaint student, what he expects. Suppose a student giving complaint, my friend damaged my specs. So originally specs has been damaged, or something, the other co-student may touch the specs, but this by overreacting and giving the complaint. So like this, you are investigating why, what is the reason, then you will, as a teacher, you will get a clear idea. And then what happened, the situation, what happened in the violations, what adjustment is necessary to complete the violations. Now, as per the complaint, how to solve? If giving this solution is accepted by this complaint student, or he will not adjust, we should think. So after investigation all everything, then you are giving the taking on decision and solving the situation. Okay, by doing this, what, when, how, all this investigation, what is the benefit? Why I want, as a teacher, why I want to waste more time for this small complaint? Definitely everyone will think there are a lot of benefits are there. Benefits of grievance, it encourages students. So if a student giving one complaint, teacher giving the teacher is solving the problem, definitely student level, students psychology will encourage. There is justification is there, teacher is with me, so in case any problem, teacher will solve the situation. Any students purposefully creating problem also, student will get fear on teacher. Teacher will take action. Teacher will give punishment. So I should not create any future, in future I should not create any problem. So the teacher giving the correct decision, definitely student level it encourages and provides a fair and speedy meaning of dealing the complaints. So immediately you are solving the situation, definitely teacher getting the good name, and prevents the minor disagreements among the students. If teacher not solving in a right time, the problem may create as a big issue and it will end in a serious disputes. Example, in a classroom any problem happen, the teacher not taking care, suppose they maybe this problem will go to example hostel, and it will go to hostel it creates a big issue, and all the students may fight because of small issues. If teacher solves in classroom itself, then problem will be finalized or problem will be solved within the classroom itself. This problem will not go outside of the campus. So like that, teacher should solve the problem as early as possible. And also because of this problem, grievance solution, it serves as an outlet for an employee in a company. Keep on worker facing more problem, it get frustration. In a classroom, a student keep on facing problem. One student is harassing other student, one student is torturing other student, then the student will get depression if teacher not giving the solution properly. So purposefully the teacher always harassing the one student, the student giving complaint to the management, management not taking any action, then definitely student will get depressed. Finally student will not come to class, student may, some worst case he may discontinue also because of worst behavior of teacher, worst behavior, worst rules. So if any grievance finding the giving the good solution, definitely there are a lot of benefits. So at last slide, a teacher has not only taking class, the teacher should control the classroom, teacher should handle the students problem, teacher should guide the students, teacher should take class in a creative manner, teacher should use latest techniques, teacher should help the student, teacher should always cooperate the classroom situations. So if a teacher overcoming all these areas, definitely the teacher will be perfect teacher. So in this way, the grievance the grievance may be raised among the workplace. As a new teacher, you should solve the grievance. Thank you. Any doubt? This is a very small topic. So if, more depth I'm going means it will get the topic will be diverted. I think this topic will be useful for all. Thank you. Thank you, students.
Sir, should I close
Yes,
this
sir.
meeting?
Yes, sir. Very small topic only.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.